Welcome back to On the Record. I'm here with Bob Palioca, and we're at the Autodesk show in wonderful San Francisco. Welcome to the show, Bob.
Thank you.
So you're a VAR, and you've been a VAR for a few years now. Just tell us a little bit first about your history. How'd you get into this, and where have you been, and how'd you end up at Ideate?
Well, I became a VAR in 1983 when Autodesk was first pioneering computer-aided design software. And we happened to be selling a product where AutoCAD came free on the computer. And we got so many questions from architects and engineers that the business sort of grassroots grew around that. And we started with the premise of what's the pain and how do we solve your problems, and just became very successful in working those. It was a perfect time. People were just getting into personal computers, wanting to automate digitally, and needed an awful lot of hand-holding. So I grew that company into one of the largest in the world, and then merged, got out of the industry 7 years ago, and decided I missed it. So I came back in and bought Ideate Incorporated.
And how's that going?
It's been going very well. We did have a little bit of a downturn with the economy, like everybody, especially here in Northern California with, you know, we've got hit very, very hard, but it's a great team. We expanded into Oregon, into Washington, and then with some of our products and services really worldwide. So we have a lot to recover, like our customers do, but I'm very pleased in partnering with Autodesk. They've been very helpful in moving us along and being able to help us grow again.
So you say you partner with other VARs, in what way?
Well, I've always believed in partnering with VARs. I've written software and they resell my software. They write software, I sold theirs. We do curriculum development. A new product will come out and there's no training material. So why should all of us create the training material? Why not one do it and then we share it and we basically help each other? Because my customers are located everywhere. You know, they have offices in Canada and the Middle East, so I've got to be able to find partners to meet their needs.
So tell me a little bit about your actual model of how you run your business. How much is focused on Autodesk?
So just about 100% of my business, in fact 100% of my business is focused in the AEC industry, and the only products we really sell are the Autodesk family of products, and then third-party products developed under the Autodesk Developers Program. They have a big suite of different solutions, so it's mostly architectural, engineering, construction, and media and entertainment. So Maya, Max, and those particular products.
And you're working on both sides?
I work on both sides. As the owner of the company, my real purpose is set vision, fund it, you know, empower the people, and remove roadblocks, even if that roadblock is me, so that my people can sort of execute on whatever our objectives are.
I wish you wouldn't have said that, because if any of my employees heard that, they're going to be saying, hey, Robert, you know. But anyway, we won't go there. So, building a business around something, around one product. First of all, at the first time when you did it, that was a pretty big risk.
It was, but I was also very young, had just gotten out of college, and I didn't know how to run a business. So one doesn't know the risk when one doesn't know how to run a business. And it was successful, so we leveraged that.
Yeah, and I've been telling people here today that one of the very first projects I ever worked on was to build an advertising program in Canada for Autodesk, and that was in about, I think it was '82.
Wow.
And they took us in for a briefing, and we went in 6 different times, I think it was, for the briefing. And not because we didn't understand it, which we didn't, but we, as an agency and being young and not knowing really what we were doing too well, we never told them that we didn't understand, but they kept calling us back in and saying, okay, we got it right this time. And after 6 times, they just said, well, we're out of time, just do whatever you want. And we did a program up, and Autodesk ended up using it around the world in a whole bunch of different places, or different places just in North America, I don't know. But a lot of places we won awards for it, and my comment to people was, and right to the client who was the distributor, who was one who actually hired us to do it, and I said, you know, if you guys can't figure out how to give us a briefing, and we couldn't understand anything about what we did, and then we ended up going out and doing all this and winning all these awards, there's something wrong with the industry that I'm getting into. And so, but...
Or there's a lot of opportunity that nobody knew how to capitalize on. So, you know.
Yeah, so it's one way or the other.
Yeah.
But if you were going out there and talking, so you are right now, to about 160,000 channel people, about 140 of them, 140,000 of them are VARs. What would you tell them about whether they should get involved with Autodesk, if they should, and if they should, what they should do to do that, or what they need to know to do it?
Well, first of all, we choose Autodesk's products, and there's many of them, so it's not just one product, but it is one company because they have the most complete solutions for our customers. I'll tell you that if the pains my customers were feeling could be solved by better products, I'd be doing them a disservice if I didn't recommend different products. Fortunately, over the years, Autodesk has always stayed ahead of the curve. They've continued to invest, so that's been good. So from a partnership with Autodesk, it's a good relationship. But it really is, who's your customers? You know, what value are you going to bring? You know, and can you make a difference? Is there a way to monetize that to bring value enough that people will pay for a proper return on your investment? Then go back and say, does the Autodesk family of products or do their programs allow you to execute that? So it really is back, what do you want to do? Who are you doing it with? And then is this a good partnership and relationship to work with? So if they're dealing with architects, engineering, construction, media and entertainment, then where is their niche? How will they do it? And then connect the dots with Autodesk.
So you've been in this business pretty much with a little bit of a hiatus, but for most of your working career.
Absolutely.
And so now you're here and they've got four different levels in their channel program. What level are you at?
I'm gold right now. Platinum doesn't start until the fall. So.
And will you try to become platinum?
I'll look at it, make a business decision, and if it makes sense in my business, which right now it looks like it might make sense, I will look at making the investment to do that. So I look at everything that Autodesk provides me as, does it make business sense? And one of the things I love is they allow me to make a business decision. So right now it looks promising, but it has to be able to leverage with my customers.
So you buy the product, you buy directly from Autodesk?
Yes.
They don't have a distributor, I don't think.
They do have distributors, and some of our products we can get through Tech Data or Ingram Micro, so there are distributors, but we're one of the few that also continues to buy directly from Autodesk because of our volume.
So do you think they should open up the whole suite of 200 products to Ingram or Tech Data?
I actually believe they are now. So as of this year, we'll start seeing that, and we're going to see national resellers be able to go beyond AutoCAD. So I think we'll see more of that happening from what I understand the new program will be.
Is that a good thing in your opinion or a bad thing?
Well, it's one of those things I will lose business because of it. But if I lost that business, I probably deserve to lose it because I wasn't in the face of my customers setting their expectations. But ultimately, when someone buys a suite that who they bought it from can't help them overcome the implementation, they usually find me, look me up, and then I have a recurring opportunity after that. So I'm hoping what it will do is attract a different audience and connect the dots with me as being afterward to be able to address their needs. So we'll see.
Bullish market or bear market?
If you had asked me in January, I would say a very bear market because of the way California, Oregon, and Washington are. Even though our customers around the world have been very bullish. But over the last few weeks, we have seen a real resurgence, especially, by the way, not just because the economy and construction has started to improve, the suites have made a lot of difference. It is a compelling event, and it comes at a very good time, plus with all of the infrastructure improvements, the ability to lease now, so there are drivers that are making it, I would say, much more of a bullish market for us.
So, in the construction side of the business, are you finding that the customers are coming to you for design work, basically on the look of the building, or how important is the greening factor to them? like the energy saving and all that?
I'd say it's across the board. Most of the construction firms that are coming to us, it's really around lean construction. The ability to, or integrated project delivery, really the ability to bring in a project on budget, on time, and be able to continue to reduce requests for changes, change orders, and requests for information. The sustainability, the green, is an added element more upfront, where in the design portion of it. And we're seeing that actually had a very strong penetration before the economy took a nosedive. And then efficiency became it. So we're starting to see the green coming back again.
So you talk about the recession and how there was a dip for you. Do you have any idea approximately how much of your business did you lose? How much did you go down during that period?
Well, we didn't go down much at all on the maintenance or renewal side. We kept our renewal rates with our customers in the mid 90%, which is a best in class with Autodesk. Only 18 VARs were able to do that out of almost 2,000. The new seats, the willingness to spend more money. So what we found was, especially this last year, is architects, engineers, contractors were over-licensed, some of them as much as 40%. But we've seen over this last year, they're investing lots of money in IT, computer equipment, infrastructure, additional software that drives the efficiencies of what they already invested. So if we create services and products around that, they've been freeing up new seat revenue. Because again, we've got to make what they already invested in valuable.
So how far down do you think you went?
We went down almost 27% in new seat revenue.
And in North America, or in the U.S. overall, I think it was down something like 55 or 60%.
It was. We were able to mitigate some of that.
Which is kind of amazing when you consider how specific and how niche these products are.
Well, I've got to admit, I mean, considering about half of our revenue is maintenance, the fact that we saw almost no dip in the maintenance side of ours meant we didn't suffer with a lot of other people. We heard that some maintenance went down to 60% attach or renewal rate, keeping ours in the 90s. And I have to admit, the programs Autodesk put in place, some of the tools that we created that we talked about earlier, like Ideate Explorer, helped to incent people to stay on maintenance. Even though they didn't have the people, they felt there would be a value to keep those licenses current. That helped us only have a drop on the new seats. The maintenance stayed strong. So I was very, very happy that my team was able to at least keep that moving along positively.
Sounds like you ran a good ship.
Try very hard. I've got a great team, a marvelous team.
Congratulations, and hope you come back on the record sometime.
I look forward to it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime.